The 7 elements of art. Line. The 7 elements of art, line, shape, color, texture, space, form, and value are the building blocks of art. They are the tools that we use to make art and the words that we use to describe art. What is a line in art? It is a path created by a point moving in space. And although it is one-dimensional, it can vary in width, direction, and length. Lines can be horizontal, vertical, diagonal, straight, curvy, thick, or thin. Lines are the first marks we ever make as a human, and they are the most universal and basic element of art. Before we take a look at various kinds of lines in famous art, I thought this piece by Kenton Ski was a good example of a variety of lines in one piece. Straight, thick, thin, diagonal, curvy, wavy. Some lines are patterns, some lines are creating the outside of forms like the circles. All the lines in this piece contribute to a feeling of energy and excitement and even almost wildness. By contrast, the vertical and horizontal lines used by Pierre Mondrian in his composition number 10 create a sense of order and stability and structure. We are very familiar with vertical lines, the ones that travel straight up and down, and horizontal lines, those that travel straight across, left to right. We see them everywhere, especially in architecture. Diagonal lines are lines that slope or move at an angle instead of going exactly up and down or left to right. They are often used in art to create a feeling of movement or speed or activity. Here, Calibo has used diagonal lines to create a feeling of distance. His lines seem to meet at a point far away, and we have a feeling of depth in the painting. Gesture lines are captured quickly and meant to express movement or excitement. They don't necessarily show something in detail, but you get an idea of the image through its movement. Directional lines are lines that lead your eye in a path around the image, and they are used by the artist as a powerful way to express something to the viewer. Here, John Singer Sargent has used the lines of the guitars pointing at the dancer to guide our eyes to her, and then the line of her arm pointing off into the distance to guide our eyes to the other dancers. Contour lines are an outline. They go around the edge of an image. Here, Modigliani has used contour lines to create the shapes and features of his bride and groom. Outlines are the first type of drawing we learn to do. Lines can be used to create patterns by repeating similar lines over and over again. Patterns can be found throughout art and throughout the universe itself. So we tend to find patterns soothing in art because they are by nature organized and arranged in a way that we can easily recognize. I count 11 different patterns in this painting by Matisse. How many can you find? How would you describe the lines in this painting? Short, hatchy, quick? What about this one? Maybe long, curvy, continuous, thin? What kind of lines are used here? Thick, bold, expressive, messy. How about delicate, sketchy, light, precise? How do artists use line in art? You can see there are numerous, maybe innumerable ways to use line to express yourself in art, and every artist will have a unique way of expressing themselves using lines. No two alike. So keep practicing yours, experiment, and look for line in other art as well.